Ozark Trailer Sales, where quality meets value.
Get ready to rev it up at the Downstream Casino Resort Monster Truck Giveaway. Join us for cash drawings every Saturday from 5 to 10 p.m. for your chance to win $500 and a grand prize entry. Don't miss the grand prize drawing October 25th at 10 p.m., where one lucky winner will drive home in a brand new Ford Raptor monster truck. It's time for some spooky good winnings this October, only at Downstream Casino Resort. Must be 18 or older. CQ Club for details. Must be present to win the grand prize.
From the black and gold of Mizzou to the red and gold of Kansas City.
Nick's always played for something bigger. That's why we've partnered with him to support and raise awareness for families fighting cancer.
Because what I learned at Mizzou wasn't just football. It's about taking care of one another.
And together, we're putting that into action.
Join us in making a difference in the fight against cancer.
Visit autoinjury.com and learn more and support cancer awareness. Aaron Sachs and Associates, proud to partner with Nick Bolden to support families fighting cancer.
Join Ozarks First at the Missouri State football game Wednesday, October 29th, where you can cheer on the Bears against the FIU Panthers. Scan the QR code now to buy $9 tickets and help us fill the stands at Ozarks First game night.
If you love TV like we do, CBS Thursday's for you.
All these things work good together.
We root for Georgie and Mandy's first marriage.
What's up? Your prayers are being answered. Shut up.
And have our spirits lifted by ghosts.
Yes.
We're in for the lies on Matlock and love cracking the case with Elsbeth.
Oh. You didn't see this coming, did you now?
We have all new episodes tonight. It's TV as it's meant to be.
I love TV. TV's the best.
Your responses to the question of the day. We ask you to rate your pumpkin carving skills, and Jamie, I'll say this: our viewers are humble. 2.8. 2.8. You know, right there in the middle.
I'm kind of there. What do you think?
Yeah, that's about where I am. I got to have the kit though. Like I can't just grab a knife and a spoon.
You got the little saw, like.
Oh man, or power tools.
Yeah.
Now.
You got the scoop.
Yeah, that's what you need. You got to have that. Yeah. We're gonna have some.
Back in my day, it was just a sharp knife.
Well, no, we're going dull on the knife.
Still got all my fingers.
Yes. Rain this weekend. We'll be back here at 6. Got him again.
Rozier, turn it over again.
The Feds say the fix was in for poker games and online betting on NBA basketball.
The fraud is mind-boggling.
Also tonight, as protesters in Chicago clash with immigration agents, their boss defends their actions.
You think use of force here at Broadview has been exemplary?
I do.
The looting of the Louvre. A first look at how the getaway went down.
And Gayle King with ballet legend Misty Copeland and the teacher who changed her life.
She told me, this is what you can do, and I believed her.
From CBS News headquarters in New York, this is the CBS Evening News.
Good evening, I'm John Dickerson.
I'm Maurice Dubois.
Someday it may be a movie. Today, the federal government laid out the very real plot involving criminal enterprises from the hardwood of the basketball court to the soft felt of the poker table.
And it features a Hall of Famer who's now a big-name NBA coach, a star player, former pro athletes, and the mafia. In one scheme, the government says unsuspecting victims were lured into rigged poker games backed by organized crime families.
The other scheme involves sports betting. Players and coaches allegedly provided insider information, and some players are accused of altering their performances or taking themselves out of the games entirely.
Elaine Quijano now on how prosecutors say it all played out. Elaine.
Maurice and John, authorities arrested more than 30 people in 11 states across the country today in a federal investigation that has been in the works for years.
Today, we are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise.
In two separate indictments, federal prosecutors charged a total of 34 people, including several still in the league. The first indictment, the result of Operation Royal Flush, exposed an illegal betting operation that allegedly involved 4 of New York's most notorious organized crime families.
We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery.
Among those arrested, former player Damon Jones and Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups. Billups is an NBA Hall of Famer who allegedly took part in rigged poker games where organizers used his celebrity to lure unsuspecting players they called fish.
What the victims, the fish, didn't know is that everybody else at the poker game were in on the scam.
Prosecutors say this was one of the rigged shuffling machines used to count cards, and this an X-ray poker table that could read cards when they were face down. The second indictment involves individual wagers called prop bets. Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier was charged with sharing insider information. In 2023, he allegedly faked an injury to leave this game early when he was playing for the Charlotte Hornets.
Rozier exited the game after just 9 minutes, and those bets paid out, generating tens of thousands of dollars in profit.
What surprised you about today's unsealing of the indictments?
In one sentence, he talks about the NBA and the American mob. That just shakes you to your core.
Prosecutors sent this message to those charged.
Your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out, and you can bet on that.
The NBA said today it was reviewing the indictments and cooperating with authorities. Both Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier were placed on immediate leave. An attorney for Rozier said he is not a gambler and called today's actions a photo op. Billups appeared in a Portland courtroom and was released. We reached out to Damon Jones, but have not heard back.
Elaine Quijano, thank you.
Now to President Trump's expanding military campaign against drug trafficking in South America.
Last night, we reported that the president's attacks on suspected drug boats have widened from the Caribbean Sea to the Pacific Ocean. Today, Mr. Trump warned strikes on land will be next.
Here's senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata.
2 long-range B-1 bombers flew near Venezuela today in the latest demonstration of U.S. military might. Below them, on Venezuela's coast, President Nicolas Maduro's army showed off its own hardware. President Trump said the military is planning to go beyond just striking Venezuelan-linked drug boats in the region.
So now they're coming in by land, and even the land is concerned because I told them that's going to be next. You know, the land is going to be next.
The administration has also set its sights on the drug supply coming out of Colombia. Video released last night is said to show the second strike in as many days on a suspected drug-running boat off the coast in the Pacific, killing 3 individuals. Today, CBS News' Lilia Luciano spoke with Colombian President Gustavo Petro about the strikes and if drug traffickers were on the boats, as the Trump administration claims.
You don't call them traffickers, the people who are being targeted. You call them workers of trafficking.
Killing the workers of the business is easy, but if you want efficiency, you have to capture the bosses of the business.
Petro went on to argue that the U.S. strikes are illegal. President Trump, who has blamed President Petro for failing to rein in the cartels, said today the administration is not going to put up with it much longer.
You got a lousy leader over there right now, bad guy, a thug, but they make cocaine at levels that we've never seen before.
Asked today whether he would seek congressional approval to declare war in Latin America, President Trump said he didn't think he needed a declaration of war be necessary. He said, quote, "We're just going to kill all the people that are bringing drugs into our country."
Okay, Charlie D'Agata, thank you.
President Trump had been planning to send National Guard troops into San Francisco, but after talking by phone with the mayor, the president said today the city is making progress on fighting crime, and he has agreed to hold off on the deployment.
In Chicago, where the president deployed the Texas Guard, protesters clashed again with federal agents. Nicole Skanga talked with their boss and with the governor.
Just leave! Chicago's immigration blitz is expanding. U.S. Customs and Border Protection Chief Patrol Agent Greg Bavino is the architect behind the administration's efforts to arrest tens of thousands of undocumented migrants. First in Los Angeles, now in Chicago. Bavino has led immigration raids and protest crackdowns using aggressive tactics to detain individuals. There have been videos, as you know, of federal agents engaging with protesters at this facility here in Broadview. Some show a wide range of less than lethal force deployment, pepper balls shot into the face of protesters, shooting from an elevation, agents putting individuals in a chokehold.
Is that proper use of force?
I've been here at the Broadview facility during some of those riots, and the use of force that I've seen has been exemplary. And by exemplary, I would say the least amount of force necessary to accomplish the mission. You mentioned the term less lethal. There's a reason that we use that, because what's the other option?
You think use of force here at Broadview has been exemplary?
I do.
Follow the law. Look at the protocols that federal agents are supposed to follow. Follow those.
Today, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker signed an executive order creating a commission to hold accountable federal agents who overstep their authority.
Why collect videos, testimony, firsthand accounts of alleged abuses of federal agents?
Well, what we're seeing is that the protocols, the rules around being a federal agent, the laws are being contravened. They are attacking people on the ground, ICE, CBP. They're going after people just because they're brown or black. No one above them is holding them responsible. Greg Bovino, who is running the operation in Chicago, is not holding any of them accountable. So we're going to have to keep a record, because these people need to be held accountable, and they will be when the Congress changes hands, when the presidency changes hands.
Has anyone here in Chicago been disciplined for use of force?
To my knowledge, no.
As for National Guard deployment here in Chicago, a federal judge has delayed it indefinitely until a final ruling is made or the Supreme Court weighs in. Bovino tells us he needs those soldiers at ICE facilities like the one behind me so he can deploy more immigration agents in the streets.
Nicole Skanka, thank you.
Now more of the top stories from around the world in tonight's Evening News Roundup, beginning with that $100 million jewel heist on Sunday at the Louvre in Paris. Elizabeth Palmer has new video of the getaway.
It's shot from inside the Louvre, and it shows the robbers wearing safety vests riding down the ladder with the stolen jewelry. And if you look beyond to the far side of the road, you can see passers-by completely unaware of the brazen crime underway. It ends as they reach the ground, unload a bag, and head for their scooter. And speaking of brazen, the German company that made the ladder has posted a social media ad that shows it in front of the Louvre and a caption loosely translated that says, "When speed really matters." As you can imagine, it's gone viral.
And now to another heist, this one at a mall in Jensen Beach, Florida. The police are looking for the thieves who cut a hole through the roof above Champs Sports on Tuesday and made off with at least 400 pairs of Nikes worth around $50,000.
At the Vatican, something that hasn't been seen in nearly 500 years. The King of England and the Pope praying together in the Sistine Chapel. King Charles and Pope Leo. It is the first time since the Reformation that the heads of the Catholic Church and the Church of England worshipped together.
And it was an emotional scene in Minneapolis. Sophia Forchas left the hospital nearly 2 months after she was shot in the head during a Catholic school mass. 2 students were killed and at least 20 other people were wounded. Doctors were not sure if Forchas would survive. On Saturday, she will celebrate her 13th birthday.
The White House opened 225 years ago next week. The East Wing was added a century later.
Now that East Wing, with all the history it contained, is gone. Torn down to make way for a grand ballroom. Weisha Zhang reports the president's spokesperson was on the defensive today against the building criticism.
Over the span of 3 days, construction crews demolished the East Wing of the White House. Tonight, side-by-side satellite images show all of it has been reduced to rubble, making room for President Trump's 90,000-square-foot ballroom.
Can the president tear down anything he wants without oversight? Could he demolish this building or, say, the Jefferson Memorial?
When it comes to phase 1 of this project, the tearing down of the current East Wing structure, a submission is not required legally for that. Only for vertical construction will a submission be required.
There's been total secrecy. This is an iconic structure.
Democratic Missouri Congressman Jared Huffman co-wrote a letter to the White House demanding details about the project, including architectural plans and a full list of donors. They include software company Palantir, which has several active government contracts, and the owners of Gemini, a crypto company that have donated more than $3 million to pro-Trump organizations and successfully lobbied to remove a nominee for the government agency that regulates crypto.
The folks who are being asked to pay for this have raging conflicts of interest.
The price tag has ballooned to $300 million, up by $100 million from the original estimate. Trump responded to critics who want more information.
I haven't been transparent.
That's some of your critics feel it's
I've shown this to everybody that would listen.
Well, President Trump says the administration has raised $350 million to build the ballroom, which is more than the current price tag. As for a response to that letter from the Democrats, the White House says Democrats are more concerned with President Trump's, quote, historic beautification of the White House than the government shutdown.
And separately here, Ouija, we're getting some late breaking news about how the shutdown is impacting air travel. What can you tell us about that?
That's right. Tonight, the FAA announced that air traffic control staffing issues are delaying travel at airports right here in Washington, New York, Newark, and in Houston. The government shutdown is now in its 23rd day.
Okay, Ouija Jiang, thanks so much.
Coming up next on the CBS Evening News, Lonnie Quinn with the latest on Tropical Storm Melissa, what it's doing and where it's headed.
Do it all with Steel Battery. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking Steel tools. Hurry into your local Steel dealer or shop online.
Hank used to suffer from what felt like a cold and flu hangover in the morning. Now he uses Mucinex Nighttime to sleep like he's not sick. It relieves your symptoms to help you get to sleep and won't ruin your morning, so you're ready to go. Mucinex Nighttime Symptom Relief. Sleep like you're not sick.
Very dry, tight, sensitive skin? Relieve it in 60 seconds with Aveeno Skin Relief. With soothing triple oat complex, clinically proven to restore skin's moisture barrier for 72-hour hydration. Aveeno.
It's the dog park with all the dogs there. And the people you see that you don't really know because it's the dog park. It's the dog park.
Brought to you by Progressive Pet Insurance.
What are you eating? What are you eating? Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth.
It's the dog park.
Protect your pet from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Dulcolax.
Good morning. Hey. Good morning.
New Dulcolax Liquid Gel with Liquid Core reactivates your natural gut rhythm overnight for relief that feels amazing. New Dulcolax Liquid Gel.
Shop bestsellers at Ashley, where no matter what your holiday traditions are, you're always at home. Whether you're making extra room with our extendable dining tables or creating the perfect cozy space with our modular seating, shop holiday deals and make lifelong memories with Ashley.
Don't let congestion take over. Afrin-No-Trip. Wow! Ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief. The wow is real. And now, try new drug-free Afrin Saline.
Haiti and the Dominican Republic feeling the effects of Tropical Storm Melissa as it makes its way through the Caribbean.
The storm is expected to become a major hurricane by the weekend, and Lonnie Quinn is tracking it. Lonnie?
Okay, guys, I'll show you the storm right now because it's kind of a mess. It's actually weaker than it was yesterday. There's Melissa, 45-mile-per-hour winds, but we have hurricane watches for Jamaica and for Haiti, and that's because we know it's going to be moving to the north, but then watch this. We don't know where it's going after that. It's this big circle, right? Why do we not know where the storm is going? Well, when you're tracking a hurricane, you look for steering currents. There's a high to the east, a high to the west. One is supplying a push up to the north. That high wants to move it up towards Haiti. This high wants to push it down towards South America. It's like this boxing match in the sky. Who's going to win? This high will eventually win. Consequently, that storm does move north eventually and out to sea. Very high confidence of that. Guys, I'll tell you, this is probably one of the first storms I've ever studied that we have more confidence on where the storm will be 7-9 days away from now than we do on Saturday.
It's a tough one. All right. Lonnie Quinn, thank you.
Eye on America is next.
The Tempur-Pedic Breeze makes sleep feel cool. So no more sweating all night or blasting the air conditioning. Because the Tempur Breeze feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long. Find cooler sleep with the Tempur Breeze collection at an Ashley near you.
Asthma. Does it have you missing out on what you love? With who you love? Get back to better breathing with Fasenra, an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma taken once every 8 weeks. Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions may occur. Get help for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop your asthma treatments without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur. Ask your doctor if Fasenra is right for you.
Limu Limo at your service. Here to help you save hundreds by customizing your car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Probably should have gone the other way.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, John of Devil Dog will hand out 60 of his treats to 60 good dogs.
Yeah, good boy.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, Scott from Stringjoy will pack 60 guitar strings in 60 seconds.
2.
Thought that would take a lot longer.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once daily pill.
When symptoms tried to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check. Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check. I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check. Rapid symptom relief, visible repair of the intestinal lining, and lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
put UC and Crohn's in check, and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Tomorrow, you seem very at peace.
Yeah.
Misty Copeland opens up about taking her final bow.
It's been a beautiful journey.
On CBS Mornings.
In Eye on America, we look at issues facing the nation and possible solutions. Millions of school kids come from families that earn too much to qualify for free or reduced price lunch, but they can't afford to pay full price either. And lunch debt can add up quickly. Janet Shamlian talked with two people who are serving up solutions in very different ways.
Thanks, sir. It's lunchtime at Silvercrest Elementary in Harriman, Utah. Here, every child gets a tray. Not every family can afford to pay. 1/3 of students are in debt. Nationwide student lunch debt is soaring. It's now close to $200 million. It's almost $4 million in Utah.
I thought that number seemed insane. I didn't even think it was real.
Single dad DJ Bracken found one of his neighborhood schools was more than $800 in the red.
When I offered to pay it, it was sort of a surprisingly mundane interaction for how impactful it ended up being. Because they're like, yeah, you can write a check and walk in and pay off the entire debt. And that's exactly what I did.
What does it feel like to do that for someone else? People you don't know?
It feels amazing.
After using his own money, Bracken created the Utah Lunch Debt Relief Foundation, paying off the debt of more than 30 schools through donations, including the one his daughter attends. Special education teacher Katie Jo Christensen took a different approach.
I wanted to do something positive, so I just decided to try to reach out on TikTok, and it just kind of morphed into me dancing on TikTok.
The videos have almost 2 million likes, earning her close to $30,000. She's donated all of it to erase lunch debt. Behind
kindness is filling the gaps, but Bracken says the real math belongs to lawmakers.
Where are my taxes going if not to feeding kids? And I think that resonates with citizens across the country. Where are they going?
School lunches were free during COVID, but that ended in 2022. Only 9 states have adopted free meals permanently.
Right now in our country, there are a few problems that we can agree on, and I think nutrition and education obviously go hand in hand.
And you might laugh at Christensen's dance moves, but her focus is no joke.
What is that like for you, knowing that some of your children can't afford their lunches?
It's hard. Sorry. It's really hard. Because these kids don't understand. They deserve to be thought of, they deserve to be loved, and they deserve to be fed.
A grassroots push that won't fix policy, but does fill plates. For Eye on America, I'm Janet Shamlian in Harriman, Utah.
Up next, Misty Copeland's Final Spin.
This portion of the CBS Evening News is sponsored by Cobenfy. Learn more at cobenfy.com.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia. Cobenfy is not an antipsychotic. It's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement across a range of schizophrenia symptoms. And in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take if allergic to Cobenfy, have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow-angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow-angle glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy. Mira Joy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
Shop bestsellers at Ashley, where no matter what your holiday traditions are, you're always at home. Whether you're making extra room with our extendable dining tables or creating the perfect cozy space with our modular seating. Shop holiday deals and make lifelong memories with Ashley.
It looks like an ordinary staircase, but as you age with occasional nerve discomfort that can feel like stabbing or pins and needles in your hands and feet, sometimes stairs can bring worry. As a retired physician, I've seen it in my patients, but I didn't truly understand it until I got older myself. So now, I take Nervive.
Nervive reduces occasional nerve discomfort. It combines neurotropic B vitamins with a clinically studied amount of ALA, which reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days in your hands and feet. Nervive comes from the makers of the world's #1 nerve care brand.
With Nervive, I'm sleeping great, and my days start with less occasional burning in my hands and feet. I'm moving through my house with confidence, and I'm getting around town. Getting older happens, but living with occasional nerve discomfort doesn't have to. Try Nervive like I did, and get your freedom back.
Find Nervive at these retailers near you. Feel confident with Nervive.
I can clean your teeth, but I can't wash your whole mouth.
Yes, we're toothbrushes, not mouth brushes.
Listerine works with brushing to deliver 5 times more cleaning power, plus it contains clinically proven essential oils.
For whole mouth health, Listerine. Wash your mouth.
Hank used to suffer from what felt like a cold and flu hangover in the morning. Now he uses Mucinex nighttime to sleep like he's not sick. It relieves your symptoms to help you get to sleep and won't ruin your morning, so you're ready to go. Mucinex nighttime symptom relief. Sleep like you're not sick.
I'm your old wiring. And while you're obsessing over Polar Whisper and White Delight, well, you're forgetting what's hiding behind your wall.
And if you don't have the right insurance, well, paying for all this could burn through your savings. So get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Finally here tonight, it is the end of an era.
Ballet legend Misty Copeland gave her farewell performance last night at New York's Lincoln Center.
She blazed a trail in block point shoes.
10 years ago, Misty Copeland became the first black female principal dancer in the 75-year history of the American Ballet Theater.
Last night, she returned to the ABT stage for the first time in 5 years to take one last spin.
For a woman who grew up on the edge of poverty, a magical ending to a fairy tale that, as she told Gayle King, began 3 decades ago.
Let's go back to 13-year-old Misty, who this was your dream. What were you thinking? What did you want to do with that at 13? Because there was nobody that looked like you.
No.
Nobody. Why did you think, I can do this?
Because I had people around me who told me I could. And that's why it's so vital and so critical for young people to be surrounded by people who support them in nurturing environments, to have mentorship, to have teachers who look like them, understand where they're coming from. And I had a teacher, Cynthia Bradley, my first teacher, who saw potential, and she told me, this is what you can do. And I believed her. And I felt beautiful, and I felt powerful, and I felt strong, and I felt like I had a voice.
Most amazing part of her story, at the time the teacher helped her, she was living with her family in a motel. 5 siblings, her mom and her. And to see the determination that it took to come that far, unbelievable.
And now a whole generation of people will look to her and say, I can do that.
I want to be like her, right? And you can see more of Gayle's interview with Misty Copeland tomorrow on CBS Mornings.
And that's the CBS Evening News for tonight. I'm John Dickerson. See you soon on Evening News Plus, streaming on CBS News 24/7.
I'm Maurice Dubois. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Congratulations. Hi, I'm Mia, and I work the winnings desk at the Missouri Lottery. Regular check or giant?
I'm going giant.
I always get so excited when they choose giant. Means I get to use my giant pen. Last year, there was a new millionaire every 8.1 days. Play the Missouri Lottery. Winners welcome.
Smart shoppers know buying in the off-season is how you get the best price. And we know the best way to keep great installers is to never have winter layoffs. The Keep Our Crews Busy sale has to be the biggest sale because we have to keep our crews busy. If you book your siding or window project now, we'll install it this winter and you'll save 30% off your siding and insulation, plus $300 off each window. Once our winter schedule is full, this sale is over. We're booking up fast, so click.
If someone hit you and you ended up here, we can help.
The Law Office of Dr. Brad Bradshaw.
Coming up tonight, a